Echoes here, friend. Today we're doing another video of what if Deku was the god of time, part 7. Yeah. So, part 7 of what if Deku was the god of time. They did defeat the Nomu and yeah, yada yada. And Izuku, he's relatively unscathed, kind of. He still kind of had to, well, avoid things and stuff. Like, the worst he got was from that little fall he took when Kagiri, dropped him through the portal and separated everyone. That's the worst he got. Like, a couple of bruises. Also, I don't get why Kagiri could have just gone, woohoo, instead of just having you guys be killed by all these millions of villains we have. Why don't we just drop you down from the sky and see where you land, to see if you can survive the skydive. I mean, pretty sure they could just... raining students, but whatever. Now what's gonna happen is, Izuku, he couldn't just, do the entire defeating the Nomu without All Might, to his knowledge. So he just went over to go get All Might, okay, let's go. Also, that little thingy with Eyes was kind of just like a bit of filler since I didn't know what to do afterward. And since he's relatively unscathed, Izuku, he would bring All Might into the little frozen time place every now and then when the Nomu was about to hit All Might, just just freeze time, move these people a bit, and continue with life. He didn't bring All Might in, he just froze time, helped out. And he told All Might about the, problems, like the shock absorption, I guess. Did I really need All Might for this? I could have just had Izuku stab its brain, but he doesn't even have a knife to do that, and that would be murder. So, yeah. Yeah, so it goes the same. They come out unscathed. Unscathed, quote unquote. But, yeah, All Might's time is still almost up. So, what Izuku does, he's just his time's up. And he just freezes time, grabs All Might, takes All Might outside, and leaves him there. Like, a slightly bit in the woods where nobody's around. And then just unfreezes time, and All Might just says, "What? How do you do this?" And Izuku just says, "I'll tell you later. Maybe just wait until the entire, things are done." And All Might's just okay, whatever. And they kind of just call Nezu so all of us are unscathed, we're fine, woohoo. Well, All Might does that. Except, and I was he didn't get that little beating to the head or anything. So I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty good. Izuku just did damage control for when people are gonna get majorly injured. AKA, he just froze time before they got injured and took them away. Worst people get is some burns from the fire area or slightly drowning in the water area. Slightly. But yeah, they still had to go in and, take out all those villains. And Izuku, he's pretty tired after this. He's not a full god yet. And plus, he had to do damage control throughout the entire thing. Making sure none of his teammates died. Trying to figure out Kagiri's weak points, since Kagiri's fighting too, I guess. And then there are Shigaraki. They're kind of annoying to deal with, all of them. You kind of just get annoyed. And all of those other random villains just butting in to try and help. It's just a mess. So, continuing onward. what happens now is Izuku, it's after the entire everything that happens, and Izuku goes and gets All Might in the teacher's lounge while he's in his little baby form. And the thing is, All Might wanted to see Izuku right away, just to know, here's All Might's questions. How does Izuku know about Small Might form? 2, what the heck? What in the world was he doing to, freeze time, teleport? What quirk does he have? And yeah, so Izuku just brings All Might over to, whatever the place is, and says, the teacher's lounge. Gets excused from his next class to do this. And he says to All Might, so, you have some questions for me. And yeah, so All Might just says his questions, and Izuku just says, for one, it's not a quirk, it's power, because according to the doctors, I'm quirkless. And for 2, I knew about your Small Might form because I can see the future in my dreams. And yeah, that's about all you need to know, ain't it? He also All Might wants to know what the powers include, so he's just like, so what can you do with these powers? And Izuku just lists it like this: freeze time, slow time, see the future, go back and forward in time. Yeah, stuff like that. He just says stuff like that because he doesn't explore it a lot. He just focuses on the ones that would help him with his thing. And let's just say Izuku's 15. Whatever. Also, keep in mind, I said I was going to stop this when the anime stops. But, when the anime gets new seasons, I will add on to my Deku what ifs, if I like them enough. So this one would probably get a bit more on it, so yeah. Now, the next thing to happen is Izuku, he goes ahead and, yeah, that's all that happens. They then go on to the sports festival. We're just going to skip to the sports festival. In the sports festival, Izuku, he just kind of just freezes time. And he, via freezing time, he just goes past everyone. Gets a bit ahead of everyone. Then just unfreezes it, since he could have just walked that entire time and wouldn't have been that tired. And Izuku then just continues running. When he encountered robots, he would freeze time, just go past them, and continue with his life. And people just thought he was teleporting at this point. He didn't do nothing too flashy or anything. And then once he reached the tightrope walk thingy, he kind of just, let's just say he does have his, bunny ears mask, but he doesn't use it a lot. So he took that off, and I guess when people do the entire, zip line, I don't know what it's called. What it's called evades me, but when they, kind of, at the end of Promise Neverland, how they got away from the orphanage and into the city. I think it's called. I think. If you don't know the Promise Neverland, then that's probably hard. But yeah, I'm just saying. That's what I'm gonna say. If you don't know what that is, I'm sorry. Zipline, I think it's called. So let's go zipline. And he uses it like that. And once he gets to the ends, he would just go up it. climb up a bit. And yeah, he was ahead of everyone, okay? Now what happens is Izuku, he's probably going to get first place in this, by the way. Sorry if you're not liking it. It's just, I realize I'm making him a literal god, and I don't know if this is really fair. So, this might be a pretty quick what if. So now, yeah, Izuku just goes past all the obstacles, freezing time. When he gets to the landmine, he doesn't really know how to deal with it, but then he realizes, when everything's frozen, how will they explode? So he freezes time, walks past everything, and then unfreezes it, and a bunch of landmines literally just go off. And he's at the end, first person done. Ahead of literally everybody else. No competition. Skipping forward to the next part. When they have to do the entire team thing, nobody wants to be on a team with Izuku, sadly. But, here's who's on his team now. So we have, I forgot her name, but the one who made fun of Ida, basically. Yeah, so the one who keeps on having all the babies that aren't really her babies. I know her name starts with M, I think. I have no idea what her name is, though. So, yeah, her, Tokoyami, Araka, they're not friends with him, they just put in a team via default. And Frog, Asui. Yeah, those four. And Izuku, so a 5-member team, I think. And now what happens is they just all team up, and here's the thing, when his band was about to be taken or anything, he would just maneuver out of the way with frozen time, like, nope, nopety nope. And since they're close enough to grab his, I don't see why he's not close enough to grab theirs unless they have a long range thing, and he would just grab theirs. It's just like adding more points to his million. So yeah. They win, landslide, woohoo. Moving on to the finals, when it's Shinso versus Izuku. What happens then is, also, by the way, everybody who passed in the first one still pass. I don't see why that should change. What happens now with Izuku is he just gets he just literally just freezes time, and Ojiro, he's still a good classmate and warned Izuku. He just freezes time as soon as they say go and pushes him out. Literally just pushes him out. And then, well, it's just like, okay, 1 minute, this was going on. Next minute, yeah, this is just happening. Now, moving forward, when Izuku has to fight Todoroki. Well, Also, I guess Araka gets inspired by Izuku. I don't know. I guess. I guess they're somewhat friends or something. And what happens now is Izuku, in this one, when he's fighting Todoroki, he's kind of just annoyed that Todoroki, he has the guts to say his father's quirk isn't his. And technically that's true, but he's saying that his own fire quirk isn't his. This just makes Izuku very mad. And Izuku, he does go on the rant saying, you do know that Endeavor's quirk is not the same name as your quirk. And plus, look at his quirk. He has beards of fire. Literally just pointing up to Endeavor in the stands. Now think about it, dude. Not the same quirk. Now is it? And Todoroki eventually complies and uses his fire and ice side. And it took a while of Izuku dodging for this to happen. But Echo Zephyr, that'll be all for today. I'm out of time. Bye!